go to teaching. He said, I knew he was, I didn't realize he was 204 and 8 and 03.
It helps when you go 80 on number one, though, right?
Right, that helps.
All right, Coach.
Oh, it's on me, right? Yeah, cool. All right, well, War Eagle, man, I'm proud of, our players, coaching staff last week. Proud for the Auburn family to get a victory against a really good Western Kentucky team. Now we done kind of flipped the page and moved on to the Iron Bowl, so we're excited. I think as a staff, as a team, we're excited to have this challenge in front of us to play one of the not only the best team, but one of the best coaches that ever coached college football. So we are fired up and looking forward to the atmosphere in Bryant-Denny Stadium. So with that, open up with questions.
Go to the back, John.
Hey, Cadillac, just wanted to ask you, Johnny Conner, ABC 3340 in Birmingham. Just wanted to ask you a little more detail about when Coach Saban came to recruit you when he was at LSU back in the early 2000s. What was that like, and what was the meeting like, and were you ever close to going to LSU?
Well, actually, I stayed it was 2001. It was actually 2000 December, and I did. I enjoyed the meeting so much that I actually took an official visit. And again, like I say, I respect Coach Saban, just what he stands for, how he challenges players, how he pours into his players, the discipline piece of it, how he's a no-nonsense guy, and his record and what he done throughout his career speaks for itself. But man, I think very highly of him. Got the opportunity to have Ronnie Brown play for him, and he enjoyed him, and most of his players that played for him truly, and enjoy him not only as a coach but a person.
Jason.
When you look at this matchup, you guys have been running the football, and that's kind of been your thing. Pretty good defensive front you go up against. What do you see from Alabama's defense heading into Saturday?
Ooh, yeah, they physical bunch, big, long. We know about Will Anderson. He's a handful. Linebackers are down here, physical guys. They can run. Secondary, very aggressive, long. So we have a challenge here, but man, we are looking forward to this opportunity, and we are going down there to fight and compete, and we are looking forward to preparing this week and see where the chips fall on Saturday.
Bus.
Hopefully you have a good day, like the sweater there.
Appreciate it.
Man, I see you. When you look at just these last 3 weeks, how would you summarize what you've done well, maybe what you haven't done well as a head coach for these first 3?
Oh, good question. I think some of the things that I can do better, myself, my staff, we can do a better job of putting our guys in position to be better. I'm just a firm believer as a coach that if guys are confused or things are not going right, it's our job as teachers to kind of get our point across and get them prepared to play. So just offensively, of course, we know that we got to get better in the pass game. And, it's just not Robby. Start with the offensive line, the receivers, us coaches. We got to come with a better plan when we have opportunity to make plays. we have to take advantage and make the plays because there was some drops and things out there. I think just defensively, just honestly believe that we got to eliminate the explosive plays over these past 3 weeks. That's when we get in trouble a lot. As you can see that second quarter of that Western Kentucky game, we had a lot of self-inflicted wounds there. Our guys kind of are doing their own thing, but we got back to the basics. Those guys, got back doing what they coach. And
I think are some of the advantages of you guys, just like you said, going in there, fighting, kind of seeing what happens, and playing kind of loose right now?
I wouldn't say it's a advantage of playing loose. I think the most part, our guys having fun. I mean, I played this game, all 3 levels, and this game is about striking, it's about playing together, it's about having fun, and these kids are having fun and they're playing together. I think that's the big thing. Look, it's no magical words, it's no magical speech that I can give these or these coaches. Look, it's the Iron Bowl, and that's basically what I'm telling my guys. If they can't get up for this game this week, for these seniors, their last game, that they're going to be able to put on that uniform, these 24 seniors, then something wrong. Truly feel like a lot of stuff that's understood really don't need to be said. So I'm looking for our guys to come out, man, and fight and compete. And, we're not backing down at all.
Right.
Coach Saban, we had, I think it was Marquise Burks went down in the game, and also Marcus Harris. Can you update their status as well as Jeffrey Mbach going into the Iron Bowl?
Yes, all 3 of those guys are day-to-day right now. I know Emble. We thought he had a shot last week, so again, he's day-to-day, so hopefully we can get him back because as the season been going, his arrow is going up, man. He's gonna be a good player for us, and we need all the bullets in the gun. We need everybody on deck here. We need to get as much as people playing as possible, where we can get fresh and get these guys to the 4th quarter.
Bill, kind of talk about Go Crazy and the first play in 2003, how that unfolded.
Wow. Of course, it was a lead draw. And, again, it was great block by Brandon Johnson on that mic there. Offensive line did a good job of knocking a hole in the defense. And then they got me on the safety, and that's the least I can do, like I say, is make the safety miss, and the rest was history, man. Usually whenever you have long runs like that, it's a total team effort. I think the receivers did a really good job blocking downfield. Jared McIntyre almost tripped me. I almost messed up my moment. Can you imagine that? No, but it's one of, like I say, man, it's one of my most memorable plays in my football career. Something I always be proud of, and hopefully we can have a couple long runs like that in Bryant-Denny Stadium.
Do you hear the crowd coming up while you're running on a play like that?
Honestly, no. It's after the fact, but when your adrenaline is pumping and you're running and you're trying to score, you kind of phase all that out. But once you cross that goal line, man, during there was pretty loud that night.
Right.
Cadillac, the defense. How proud are you of the way they played the last 3 games, particularly in the second half? And has coach been more aggressive? Did you ask him to be more aggressive, or is that just how the sort of season's gone on that side of the ball?
Well, honestly, 3 weeks ago when I had named the interim coach, I just kind of told all the coordinators, special teams, from offense to defense, is simplicity is best right now. I need these guys playing fast, and what we don't got in scheme wise or player wise, we can make it up with our effort, getting 11 guys to the ball. But we just need these kids to play fast, and these kids, they're smart. We got great coaches that have been around the game a long time. Where as we get these guys confidence. The game of football is about confidence. So the more confidence that these guys got of stopping guys and striking guys, where now we can add a little bit here and there. But for the most part, just simplifying things and, doing what our players can actually do good. I think from defensively and offensively, and special teams, we are taking advantage of that.
Go back left, Ryan.
Coach, being someone that grew up in the state, what would a win in the Iron Bowl mean to you and your family, just growing up knowing this rivalry?
First of all, don't want to make this about me. It means so much to me for these seniors, to be honest with you. We got a group of guys in that locker room nobody have ever won in Bryant-Denny Stadium. So to come out with a victory, that will be huge. But again, and I honestly mean this, and whatever happens on Saturday, I want us to enjoy today. The process start today. We start our practice, our walkthrough, we start grinding, we start working. So in order for us to even have a chance for Saturday, we have to take care of today. And to me, it's our mindset. And that is what, starting at 5 o'clock, we are not worrying about, Saturday. Like, we have to take care of Monday to give us opportunity to even have a shot on Saturday.
Brian.
Cal Carnell, I know you have a lot of preparation to go through for it, but are you going to have the chance to have a normal Thanksgiving dinner with your family and stuff like that, and sit down and kind of enjoy the holiday?
No doubt, I am. Now, I'm gonna eat my chitlins. I'm gonna eat my dressing, my cornbread, my mama famous cornbread. I'm a turkey. Greens. This is Thanksgiving, Christmas, some of the best times of the year. And regardless of what I got going on, I value my family time, and Lord knows I value the food. So I am going to enjoy Thanksgiving. Yes, I am.
What about deviled eggs?
Eggs?
I make some world famous deviled eggs.
Do you? Well, I might have to take you up on that now. Deviled eggs, that's my favorite.
Bill.
Talk about the play of the offensive line. You guys have had to shuffle some things around. It looks like they're coming on here down the stretch, especially in the running game.
No doubt, man. I love them big guys. For us to win Saturday, it's gonna be in the trenches. Look, I play the running back position, and I know that we get a lot of the credit. And a lot of times we don't deserve it at all. Offensive line, to me, it's about 5 guys up front playing together. If we play together and we fight and we all be on the same page, and we get Tank, Jarquez, those guys looks, and those guys get the break tackles and run clean and pressure line scrimmage. Man, anything can happen. So, man, I'm very appreciative of those guys up front, the way that they done came together, and they're fighting. No quit on them. I know Western Kentucky, at first half we were struggling. Challenged those guys, challenged the running backs to look. We are just getting. They're outplaying us. They're playing harder, and man, just in the past three weeks, the way that those kids done responded, they responded again. So I'm proud of those guys up front and what they done been accomplished. It's led, by them to have two backs go over 100 yards. Like, that is back-to-back weeks. That is, that's a credit to those guys up front.
Let's say far right, Justin.
Cadillac, the last few weeks you guys have been very run-heavy with the backs. How have you seen Robby kind of handle that and continue to lead this offense and make plays against the thing?
Man, Robby as a quarterback, he's still evolving and growing. He's doing a lot better job of running the show, getting us in the right checks. And look, like I told people, I mean, the kid has not played ball in probably 2-3 years. This is 6, 7 games that he has played big time football, and he's still a young kid. So he's still learning, but man, the kid is a fighter. He's a competitor. A lot of times, now he just got a ton of a lot of that energy. But man, I will fight with Robby any day of the week. But in order for us to truly win this game, yeah, we're gonna have to run the ball, but we also have to take our opportunities in the pass game. We're gonna have to convert in the red zone. We're gonna have to be good on third down. So I got full confidence in Robby and his staff of putting him in the right position and those guys executing the plan.
What does it mean to you to be the first African American man to coach the Iron Bowl?
Wow. I seen that this morning, and honestly felt bad because I sometimes get so caught up in the moment where it didn't even hit me, honestly, until I seen it this morning, and I was like, wow, like, that's pretty cool. Like, it's all this is like just a shot, what a blessing it is. And honestly, I kind of been this my whole life. I'm sure later on I will reflect on it and truly enjoy it. But man, right now I'm just in the moment. I'm just doing what I can each and every day. I know the responsibility of having that, of being the first of any to do anything. So, man, I'm honored. I'm blessed. I give credit to the people that before me that paved the way for myself to have this opportunity, because Lord knows it's a lot of guys that look just like me that actually can do a doggone good job in this seat. So, man, I'm honored, but I'm just in the moment and just chopping wood, just trying to win a ball game. That's it. That's all I'm focused on right now.
Jason?
Cadillac, you lived a coaching staff that had to work with somebody else's offense in 2003. You saw that. Just talk about how difficult the job has been to take over somebody else's offense in the middle of a season and do the things that Will and Ike and you guys have done on offense.
That's a great point. I lived in 2003, and that didn't, as you know, coming in ranked number 1 that year, top 3, that didn't go too well. So for our offensive coaches, from Ike Hillier, from Will Friend, from Coach McDaniels, Coach Hartline, from Coach Bernardi, and our support staff that help us on the offense end. Look, they done an incredible job. like you say, to take offense that that a lot of people not familiar with, but to kind of try to speak the same language because of the kids that learn this one way and still put these kids in the best position to succeed, to give them a chance, man. My hats goes off to those guys, and look, they're heck of a coaches, and I'm honored to be able to be in the paint with those guys.
Mark?
You got a lot of guys who played in the Iron Ball last year. That was a tough one, quadruple overtime. What would it mean to those guys to win this year?
Everything. I mean, for one, it's their last time. A lot of these guys, last time that they ever gonna, let's say, forget Auburn football. Last time they ever gonna play football. Like, this game of football is so special. It's why you all here. It's why I got the opportunity to be here at Auburn. It's why a lot of you guys in this locker rooms, coaches, it's why we're all together, because of that ball. So a lot of these guys' identity is wrapped up into ball. So, man, to go out a winner against your rival and the Iron Bowl, like, what better way is that to go out? So, no, I know those guys, man. They are want their legacy here or to be solidified here. So, what better way to go out with a bang? So, it'll be wow. That'll be pretty cool to be able to get that for these seniors.
Jeff, correct?
You're by far the highest profile person who's been thrust into a new role these past few weeks, but not the only one on this staff. You mentioned it a little bit a minute ago, but the job that Kendall Simmons and the other coaches who have elevated and taken on new responsibilities, what have you seen from them?
Oh, my sorry. Yeah, Kendall Simmons did not name Kendall. That's right. You're right. Wow. Honestly, Kendall been here since 2019. Whenever I got him here, and I got the opportunity to play with Kendall, and so always a guy, man, that just served, and a guy just poured into people's lives and worked his tail off each and every day. And one thing I see from that offensive line room, man, is I see the trust and the respect that they have for him. He's a man of few words, but when he do speak, I mean, just the wisdom. He have the knowledge. You got to think 2 Super Bowl rings, 9 years in the NFL, all pro, maybe all Pro Bowl. I mean, the guy was a great football player, but even a better person. So, those guys are very lucky to be able to be coached by a guy who has that kind of resume, but not only that resume, but is a high character man that truly cares about them. And I think they can resonate with that and connected with Kendall in that way. So, man, I'm fired up for Kendall to have this opportunity.
Anything else? We don't want to start at one more here. Right.
Lily Stewart, the Auburn Plainsman. How are you going to coach the freshmen going into this game, especially McPherson, on just like the mental and physical aspect that it is going to take on them?
We gonna start today. I'm a firm believer that your preparation, each and every day, how you prepare will get you prepared to play on Saturday. So we need supreme focus. We need to be locked in whenever it's our time to take reps. And when we're not taking reps, we need to take mental reps because what happens is if you always, ready to play ball, you never have to get ready. That's just who you become, as a person. And I just know the preparation part of it is super big, and that starts in practice. And that will alleviate a lot of anxiety, a lot of nerves, because now you got reps of doing it. You got more confidence. Like I told, the game of football, life, anything you do is about confidence. So the more you see the looks, the more you prepare and practice, the better you prepare, the better you will play on Saturday. I mean, I'm not like I tell them, I'm not telling them guys something I read in a book. It's something I lived and experienced. So, McPherson, man, that kid, that kid gonna be okay. He's the last person I'm worrying about. I promise you.
Colonel, one more actually. Jeff has got one up in the back. Sorry.
I just wanted to ask you about the job Coach Schmedding has done, especially this past month, and then combined with the challenge of facing the Alabama offense.
Wow. Tip my hat off to Coach Smith and that defense. I mean, come on. I just read a stat, man, where in the previous 3 games before, I got named the interim head coach. I think Auburn was giving up on defense over 500 yards, like 532 yards. And in the last 3 games, they're giving up like 320 some yards. So it's like 200 some yards different that those guys playing in. Again, that goes back. I think very highly of Schmedding, man. He's a technician. He's a teacher. He knows the game of football in and out, and he can get those players to truly play for him, along with the rest of Coach Rock, Coach Etheridge, Coach Brumbaugh. Like, those guys are doing a really good job, man, and they got those guys flying around. They're playing Auburn defense. To me, defense about effort. I mean, effort, getting 11 men to the ball. Whenever you do that, you create takeaways. You breaks fall your way, that relentless effort. So I'm proud of Coach Smith and that staff of what they're doing on defense. It's going to be a challenge with, we got Bryce Young, who I think is probably one of the best players in the country. So to go up against him is going to be interesting. But look, we are looking forward to it, and these young men, they're definitely up for the challenge, and this is going to be a good one. It's going to be a good one.
Coach, thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.